Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to tonight's phenomenal and amazing presentation. I'm so excited about what you guys are going to experience over the next few moments. I want to welcome each and every one of you to this call tonight. It is going to absolutely be life changing. I already know that you are ready, you're locked in. And let me go ahead and make sure that I am getting everyone in the room. We got so many calls over the last few days about how this call has been transforming the lives of people, really simplifying what it is that we do inside of this digital space and how we're leveraging AI technology. And so we had to do it again, give you guys an opportunity to see a little bit more about what it is that we do and why we're so excited, why we're so extremely excited about leveraging AI technology to build wealth. And that's what we're going to be talking about over the next few moments. What I want to give you an opportunity to do is invite someone that you know, love, that you want to win with, that you want to travel the world with into this presentation. Now, I do know that this is an exclusive space where we can be very transparent and sharing with you what it is that we've done and what we're doing, but we're going to give you an opportunity to simply invite someone into the room that you would want to travel the world with, you would want to win with, you would want to do some exciting things with this year, 2023. And if you're already a part of our network, I want to encourage you to start to tag the people into this room to be a part of this conversation. I believe the lives of those that connect are going to be tremendously blessed from what they're going to hear today. And of course, if you're already a part of our network and you have your private groups and chats that you communicate with, go ahead and send out a message right now. Let them know that this call is happening live right now and encourage your partners to go ahead and join us in this conversation. I want to make sure that as we are in a huge shift in our economy, that everyone knows the options that they do have so that they're in a driver's seat when it comes down to their finances. Now, we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be very engaging. One of the things that I want to recommend that you do is download the Money app, right? Download the Money app. Type your names in the chat. I love engagement. I can't see if you guys are on here unless you type it in. So go ahead and just speak back to me. I'm going to go ahead and say hello to everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Say hello back. Let me know that you're there. Pop your name up. Let me know where you're connecting in from. I believe that we receive information so much more effectively when we are open and engaging in the conversation in our learning environment and experiences. So go ahead and let me know that you're there. I'll respond back to you. Hello. I see Cora is on. Crystal is here. Anita is here. Dr. Crystal is here in Marietta, Georgia. Welcome, welcome. I see you guys are coming in and pouring in. Some of you have Facebook user. I'm not able to see your name because you have not given our streaming platform permission to show your name and your picture. So let me give you guys an example here. Dr. Crystal name popped up because she gave us permission to show her name and her picture, just as Cora has done. However, this person who typed in Shar Wilkerson has not given the streaming platform permission. And so, whoever typed that, if you want the streaming platform to show your name, perhaps the way Merlan has been able to do here, hi Merlan, then go ahead and just click the link above this video, and what it's going to do is it's going to allow the streaming platform, you'll give it permission to share your name and your picture popping up here. Otherwise, you will be incognito of here. And I like to engage once again because I find that when we engage in our learning environment, our experiences and heighten and we receive more. So once again, take a moment and go ahead and share this into your groups. For those of you that are a part of the community and network already, let them know that we are live and we are in color. I should have my phone dinging everywhere because you guys should be dropping it in into all of our channels of communication. Now, listen, let's go ahead and dive into this conversation. I believe you're going to be blessed once again about what we're going to talk about as we are going to show you the money. Somebody just say, show me the money. Type that in the chat. Show me the money. Listen, I want to know how you guys are leveraging AI technology in order to make money inside of these financial markets. What is it that you're doing? You know, what do I need to be doing? Those are the types of questions you should have if you're watching tonight. We want to put you in a position to leverage the technology that we've been using to get straight to the money. I know that's right, Queen. I know that's right. She said, listen, let me go ahead and give it my permission so that I could pop up and show up in here. Yes, 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 you made it. I love, love, love that. So yes, show me the money. Type show me the money into the chat if you want to get into the money conversation. Okay. Show me the money. All right. So my name is Dr. China Bethany, and I'm really excited to be your host for the evening. I want to encourage you to pull out pen and notepad. I believe that you're going to definitely want to take down some notes, especially if you're a guest. If you're a guest, just put 111 in the chat. And if you're a guest, it simply means that you have not yet said yes to success with us. And you're watching just to kind of get a feel for what it is that we do and understand a little bit more about what it is that we offer. But if you're a guest in the room, don't be shy. We're a very safe community that's giving you a closer look at what it is that we offer. Just type 111 in the chat, whether you're watching live with us or whether you end up watching on the replay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Excellent, excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and share my slides so that we can have a conversation. I'm a very visual learner, and you guys may be visual too. So I want to go ahead and share my slides so that you can see what it is that I see and give you an opportunity to follow along here with us. And so who we are here in the Run One community, we are digital franchise, giving you an opportunity to really build an empire one franchise at a time. Everyone that you're looking at on the screen before you are multiple 6 or 7 figure earners leveraging the technology that I'm going to show you in just a moment. And to be very honest with you guys, many of us got started with no prior experience. And so if you're watching right now thinking that, okay, what am I about to get into when you talk about franchising and digital? Maybe you don't have a whole lot of experience in that space, and maybe you assume that it's going to be very expensive for you to start a digital franchise. I'm here to let you know that is why we are here, to continue to open up the doors to our community so that they know you have a seat at this table, and it's something that is very affordable for you to start to begin to generate wealth. So who am I? My name is Dr. China Bethany. I am a global ambassador to the United Nations. I'm also received a Lifetime Achievement Award from our 44th President, Barack Obama here. You guys can see this picture here of the celebration, November 2017. I was awarded with such a prestige award for entrepreneurship and outreach. I've been blessed to travel to over 20 different countries, speaking on stages like I am here in London in front of about 10,000 people. And it has been a tremendous blessing to really find my purpose inside of this network. Now I get to impact the lives of nations and generations of people around the world. And though I've been able to achieve, by the grace of God, some incredible things, honestly, my greatest acumen is being a woman of God and being a mom and a wife, and being able to do life with my amazing family right here. This is my incredible husband. This year we celebrate 22 years of marriage, and this is our beautiful children. Our firstborn, Anjay Monet, second, Legacy Milani, and our third, Akeem Malik. And we're really excited about the impact that we get to make, not just globally, not just here in our community, not just in our ministry, but in our home, that we get to be the examples for the next generation. I also authored a few books. One of them is called Bitcoin Baby. And the purpose of that book was to inspire and educate our community about this new emerging world of digital currency in a way that was not intimidating. And so this is a celebration of the release of that book there, as you can see. I also created a song called Bitcoin Mommy to entertain while educating our community. Once again, the purpose is that we're not left out of the largest wealth transfer of our time. We've been able to create and develop an amazing network of people. I'm here standing in front of the Buckingham Palace with our team in London. I'm here in Turkey. My husband and I were here in Abu Dhabi. After spending some time in Dubai, we went over to Abu Dhabi. I'm here in South Africa rubbing the Cubs. And so this has been a global mission for us. And we're excited because I really believe that we're just getting started. So no matter where you are in life, no matter what's happening in your family dynamic or what's happening in your finances, I want you to be in a space right now where you get in alignment with your purpose and your vision for your life. And that may be, like I had to do. I was a hairstylist for many years, and I shifted careers in the last recession. And I can tell you right now, in the midst of a recession, which the world is in right now, great opportunity is presented. And an opportunity was presented to me. My back was against the wall. I didn't know I was even looking for what I found. And it blessed my life. I went from being completely broke and barely being able to afford investing into the company that I got started with, to making $1 million 18 months later, for simply changing my environment, learning new skill sets, and setting new bold goals. And so what we're going to focus on for the most of this call is showing you a little bit about what we do. And that's focusing on helping you to get to the right side of money. Somebody say right side of money. We've been taught from traditional education how to work a job and how to be self-employed, but where's the information to show you how to build wealth? Well, tonight inside of the Run One community, that's exactly what I want to focus on doing, helping you to build wealth by getting to the right side of money. Now, when we talk about the left side of money, this is very common and familiar to most. This is where 95% of the world's population is. That means 95% of the people that's on this call lives right here as an employee or being self-employed. As I mentioned, I was a hairstylist for many years, 11 years to be exact, and I didn't realize it, but I was in the same quadrant as a doctor and a lawyer. Could you imagine? I can remember many times, where I was told or asked when I was going to get a real job. And here I was in the same quadrant or category with doctors and lawyers. Well, what do you mean when you say that? Well, what I mean is that, when you're self-employed, these are people who are, basically we own our jobs in that category, right? If the doctor or surgeon doesn't show up to do the surgery, the doctor doesn't get paid. And so as a hairstylist, if I didn't show up to do my client's hair, I did not get paid. If the attorney doesn't show up to take the case, the attorney doesn't get paid. And so as prestige as being a doctor or a lawyer is, the reality of it is they are self-employed. There's nothing wrong, obviously, with being a doctor, a lawyer, or being self-employed, no matter what your occupation is. The only problem with the left side of money, just like there's nothing wrong with being an employee, except that there's only 5% of the wealth that's on this side of money. And so my goal is we talk about generating wealth, and I hope that's why you're here. I hope that's why you tag people into this conversation, is to help you to get to the right side of money. Now, on the right side of money is where your business owners are. And no matter what your current background is, no matter, what your educational level has been, if you want to generate wealth, there's two things that you want to focus on doing. Number one, starting a business, and number two, starting to invest. Robert Kiyosaki created this cash flow quadrant, and he really starts to break it down in a few of his books. But one that you may be familiar with is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He begins to talk about how the right side of money is where the wealth is. However, there's only 5% of the world's population. Now, my goal tonight is to show you how you can position yourself leveraging AI technology to do just that, start a business and start to invest. Why? Because 95% of the wealth is amongst the top 4% of the people who have started a business, right? Business owners simply are working, a system is working for them versus being an employee where you're working for the system, right? The business owner could go on vacation for an entire month and come back to more money. And so we want to put you in a position to have that type of flexibility and freedom. And then the top 1% of the world are investors, right? They're investors. This is where their money is working for them. So this is the way I break down this quadrant to make it very simple. The people that are in the employee quadrant, they work for a system. Okay, they work for a system. The business owners have systems that work for them. The person that's in a self-employed quadrant, they work for money. The person that's in investor quadrant, the money works for them. So our goal is to help you to have systems and money to work for you. Now, one of the things that I'm really excited about in our conversation is for me to show you the money. I want you to download an app. This app is called MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4 is the name of the app. If you guys could go ahead and download it. In fact, if you would put it into the chat so that they can see exactly what that app looks like. This is going to be the money app that we're going to be using. In fact, we're already using this app. Some people right now could already be trading inside of the market. I'm going to pull it up so that you guys can see what it looks like. It's called MetaTrader 4. And I want you to be able to go straight to your Google store and download this particular software to your phone. It's something that you can do right on your phone. And there's another one that I want you to download called Pocket Options. This is something that's going to allow you to trade inside the financial markets. Now, when we start talking about trading, y'all, I just want you to know that we're having a whole lot of fun. And if you have a 5th grade education level, this is absolutely something that you will be able to do. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here so you can see what that app looks like. This is what I call the money app right here. Why do I call it the money app? Because this is the app that's making us a whole lot of money inside of the financial markets. Thank you so much, Cora. Cora dropped the link there for you to download that app. It's called MetaTrader 4. This is what it's going to look like. This is the app that we're leveraging AI technology with, allowing us to go in and out of the market. And if you have no prior experience in trading, welcome to the party. None of us did when we got started, to be very honest with you. And now we're trading successfully, literally many times at home in our bed in our pajamas. This is the pocket options broker. The technology that I'm going to show you is going to allow you to trade on either one of these. And so if you're more of a short-term trader and you like the adrenaline rush of going in and out of the market by the minute, this is going to be really exciting. This is the particular platform that my husband uses to trade in the market. And this is the platform that I use to trade in the market as a mom, as a wife, as a woman that's operating multiple businesses and very involved in ministry. I like to kind of set it and forget it. And so if you have a lot going on in your life and you're wondering, could I really do this? Trust me, most people that are trading inside of the market are not sitting in front of their computer 24/7 to catch a trade. Okay. That's why we're leveraging this technology to do so. Now, you may be wondering, why would I want to learn to trade right now? Well, one of the things that I want to bring to your attention is this right here, is what's happening in the world's economy. Whether you're in the US or not, this is affecting the entire world. So the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has actually warned, the US that we could run out of money by June 1st. And we're talking about 2023, in fact, in a couple of days. Okay. And so this is something to be very concerned about as it relates to what's going on in our economy and how it's going to affect you, whether you're on government assistance or not. Some people say, well, I'm not on any Listen, it doesn't matter if you're on any government assistance. I remember 2008 and 2009, I wasn't on any government assistance. I was a cosmetologist, a business owner. I was a homeowner, and all of these things, yet there was a domino effect of how the economy affected everybody. Banks were crashing and collapsing. And so as we see all of these things taking place, it's time to wake up and say, what can I do? Well, you can become more valuable. And how do you do that? You learn a new skill. And one of the greatest skills that you can learn is really understanding not just economics, but the way money works. Why? Because if you can get into the flow of money, if you can get into the way of money, then you would absolutely be able to generate a ton of wealth. And so one of the tools that I want to share with you guys is one I'm excited about. But number one, I know when I looked at this for the first time, or when I got started for the first time 7 years ago, and I looked at a tool like this, I was like, what am I looking at, right? What is this that I'm looking at right now? It looked like Japanese, geometry. It looked like an EKG. And I was really wondering if I had the mental capacity to learn how to trade inside of the market. And if that's how you feel right now, that's okay. In fact, here's what I'll do for you. If that's how you feel right now, because I remember how I felt in that moment, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to go ahead and put you in a position to see something that will allow you to retain this information just a little bit better. Here's what happens. When I show you the money first, and then I show you the AI technology, usually there's a little bit of relief, saying, whatever it takes, I'm willing to do it, because I need some of that in my life. Drop 111 in the chat if you can see my screen pretty clearly. I want to make sure that the size of the screen is pretty large so that you can see these numbers. Somebody says, show me the money. I want to make sure that the screen is large enough for you to see the numbers on the screen. What I'm going to show you right now is something that could be altered in multiple different ways, but I'm going to give you a scenario of how you could perhaps have a six-figure summer. Yes, I said a six-figure sum. And I know that's a pretty substantial number, especially because most people in North America or any America or anywhere in the world is not making six figures in a year, let alone in a summer. But how many of you know leveraging AI technology could accelerate some things? How many of you are seeing people do all type of things with AI technology? They're using AI to write business plans for them, right? They're using AI to reply back to emails. They're using AI to create books and digital products and so much more. Well, what we're using AI technology to do is to help us to trade inside the financial markets. In fact, recently it was shown that AI technology was more successful than fund managers at selecting the most profitable stocks to buy in. So we want to show you how we're leveraging it. So we know in a traditional world, maybe this would not be likely, right? But with our technology, we want to show you how you could accelerate and grow $500, perhaps 10% a day. Now, we're not making any promises or guarantees. We're just showing you a plan that many of us have decided to use as a collective, right? And so we also embed risk in. Why? Because we know that this is just numbers on a paper, that looks really pretty, except if you have some proper risk management in it. So this is not a gamble. This is not something that you luck up on. This is a skill that you have to develop by putting in time, by putting in effort, and by leveraging the AI technology that we're going to make available to you. So if you started with a $500 account and you grew that $500 account 10% a day with the support and help of our technology, then day one, your goal will be to make $50. No big deal. In fact, if you're watching with us right now and you've ever made $50 in the market, just put $50 in the chat. This is for the guests to see. I want them to see the people who perhaps made $50 trading with us. If you made $50 in the market trading with us, go ahead and just drop 50 in the chat so that the guests could see those of you who have been able to do that trading with us inside of the market. Boom, here we go here. All right, guests, this is for you. They're coming in so fast, I can barely keep up. This is for you guests to see the people who've made $50 in the market. It's really no big deal, just to be honest with you. All right, guys, now let's keep going, right? As you can see, by the time you get down to day 7, now that day you made $88 in the market. No big deal. However, that $500 trade account has now grown to $974. It almost doubled in a week. Do you see that? Listen, we're talking about leveraging a technology that allows your money to work for you and not you just work so hard for your money. Now, if you've ever made $88 trading with us in a day, just put 88 in the chat. Yes, look at the chat. Look at the chat. If you've ever made $88 trading with us, I know some of you are laughing like, of course I made $88. But for a guest that's watching for the first time, they don't know the earning potential, right? They don't know if this requires, you to be a genius in order to be able to do this successfully. Okay, guess this is for you. The 88s that you're seeing come in is for you to see the people that have been able to successfully do this. All right, let's keep going. Now, by the time you get down to day number 14, as you can see here, that day you had $172 day, right? $172 day. But look at how much your account has grown. You're at $1,898.75. Ladies and gentlemen, for simply making $172.61 for the day. Once again, if you're on and you're a member and you've ever had $172 day, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. Guess this is for you to see the type of money that people are already making inside the market. Type 172 in if you've ever made $172 trading with us. Look at the beauty of this, right? The beauty of this is more that in 14 days, the earning potential of $500 has grown to $898. Hello, somebody. Okay. I see you guys. I see you guys coming in. We see the traders are in the house. I see you guys. I see you guys. I see you guys. I see you guys. Okay. All right, guys. Listen, by the time you get down to day 21, listen, this is a lot of fun when you're trading together in a community. That day you crossed the $300 mark. You're at $336.37. That means that now your $500 has grown to $3,712. What? Listen, it hasn't even been a month yet. What bank in anywhere in the world could you put your money in and allow it to grow? How could you possibly leverage AI technology to grow your money? Well, we found the solution and we say go into the financial markets, develop the skill that would allow you to know how to use the tool. Right? All you're doing is letting the tool work for you and you learning how to use the tool. Same with ChatGPT. Some people have ChatGPT, they don't know what to do with it. Other people are allowing ChatGPT to write books for it. Why? Because we know the framework, the questions to ask, how to set it up for it to do the work for us, right? And so when you learn how to effectively use the tool, then now you can make more money. Now, of course, if you've ever made $336 in a day trading with us, just drop 336 in the chat. Listen, for somebody, they don't make $336 a day on their job and they've been working for 10 years. Let's just be honest. Somebody right now is working a job and they have been working a job for 10 years and it has never been a reality that they made $336 on their job. Now with leveraging AI technology, we're showing you how we are making money inside of the financial market. And we want to give you an opportunity to do the same thing. But let's go ahead and show you why I'm excited about those that partner with us, throughout this summertime when most people decide to take a vacation and take a break. We say, we're going to ride the waves of what's happening in the financial market. Why? We know there's going to be a lot of volatility inside the market with everything that's going on in the economy. That means that the market is going to be moving up and it's going to be moving down. And guess what? We get paid on both sides of it. And because we're leveraging AI technology, because we have an educational platform, we don't have to take uncalculated risk in the market. We can make sure that we have proper risk management. That means the day that you have a goal to make $336, you already know there's a risk of $62. But guess what? A $67 risk. But that $67 risk with a $3,000 account, that's safe. That's safe. You're not blowing your whole account or risking your whole account because you have the education, the access to the AI software, the access to the community. Right by the time you get down to day 28, $1,000, 72, $7,210.50. Right? By the time you get all the way down to day 35, you're at $14,000. Listen, you just crossed over 30 days of trading, and your $500 account has now grown to $14,000. Is it worth you developing the skill? Is it worth you disciplining yourself? Because those are the things that is going to be required, right? Those are the things that's going to be required. By the time you get all the way down to completing this first cycle of this chart in a perfect world, okay? In a perfect world, you're now at $138,000. Why? Because your money kept compounding. Your money kept compounding. Your money kept compounding. These numbers are not that significant, but because it's a compound effect, your money has now grown to $138,400.75. But here's the reality. Here's the reality. This is just numbers on the paper in a perfect world. What if you got 90% of this wrong? How many of you would be okay with $500 growing to $13,000? And I say 90 days because most people don't trade every day, right? So if you put in 60 trades and you do one trade a day, then that's about 90 days. How many of you would be okay if you grew $500 to $13,000 in 90 days? I mean, somebody's not going to do that on their job in 3 months. And they got a degree. How many of you will be okay if you could start with $500 and you grew? You got 90% wrong. In any other scenario, you failed. But here, you made $13,000. Somebody's going to grow $500 to $30,000. They're going to be on it even more, right? Somebody's actually going to take $500 and grow it to 6 figures. Why? Listen, I'm going to show you the software that we're using in just a moment, but I will also show you this. Listen, somebody's going to be able to make 6 figures in the next 90 days simply because they were intentional. And they say, listen, what if I just doubled the entry? What if I just double my investment? Well, what does those numbers look like? Well, they look like double. They look like double. They look like 276,000. So even with a 50% error, you still with a 50% error, you still are at about $130,000. With a 60% error, you still are at 6 figures. This is what we want to put you in a position to do. With a 70% error, you're right at $100,000. This is the opportunity that we have. Once again, we embed the risk in. There's a risk factor here. You could change the lot size. I like to trade US 30. We do about 300 pips when we're trading it, but maybe you like to trade a different currency pair. You have the option to do that, right? You have the flexibility to change this trading plan that we give you. Listen, we also want to help you to set goals. If you're right now making $12.50 an hour on your job and you want to replace that income, get to the point where you're making $100 a day, $500 a week, $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 a year. If you're making $31.25 on your job right now, get to the place where you replace it with $250 a day. If you're making $62.50 on your job, get to the point where you replace it with $500 a day. Trading inside the market with our help and the support of AI. I also love that we have a journal here for you. This is a trading journal. Your goal was to make $100 that day, but what did you actually make? Your goal was to make $110 that day, but what did you actually make? Your goal was to make $121 that day, but what did you actually make? And then it's going to calculate it for you week by week. And the most important part is the withdrawals. Let me show you what I mean when I say withdrawals, right? I want to show something to you really quick on how we are leveraging this tool in the real results. How many people need to see some real? Show me the real results, okay? I love the numbers on the paper, and I love that people are responding in the chat. But like, what does it look like? Remember I told you guys to download the Money app? Well, here's what's happening inside of the group that you're in right now. So please take full advantage of the group that you're in. This is a Facebook group right now that we've given you access to, right? And let me just give you guys an idea, right? Let me just pull up something really quick so you can see what I mean with the Money app. Boom. Okay, so this person right here, they kind of blurted out what their balance and equity and all their private details. But $272 what this person was able to make. And I can't tell if it was in a day, a week, or whatever, the time frame. But let's just say that happened in a week. Let's just say that it happened in a week. Not worst case scenario, but if it happened in a week, okay? This person has been able to make $509. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. I can tell how long it took for them to do it This is in one day. How do I know? The date is right here? Okay, I'm looking at the date right here. This was on May the 2nd, May 2nd, May 2nd, May 2nd, May 2nd. This is multiple trades that a person put in. They were trading a particular currency pair, in this case a commodity called gold. This is the symbol for gold. They traded some US 30, they traded some Great British Pound, USD. That's why I love what we do here, because guess what? It's very, very transparent, as we can see right there. Let's keep going. Okay, this person was able to make a profit of $2,474. Are you serious? And guess what? When did this happen? In one day. How do I know? Because it's right here, May 1st, right here, May 1st, May 1st. This is absolutely amazing. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Right here, we have another month. Okay, this is what it was in a month. $4,000. Okay, in 1 month. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, they're just coming in. Another $3,000 in a week. This is absolutely amazing. It's giving you an opportunity to really see what's happening inside of the market. Hold on, let me give you some more. Let's get some more. Did we do this one already? I think we did that one already. Hold on, let's see what else we got going on. I think we did that one already. Let's just see what else we have. This is for you to see what's happening in the market. I think we did that one already. Hold on 1 second. Let's just go up a little bit more. I love this one because it's a withdrawal. Listen, even if it was just a test to show you, this is only here to show you, hey, no, this money comes out. It doesn't just sit there. This is money that's coming out. Okay, it doesn't just sit there. $2,265. Okay, so this is showing you, giving you an opportunity to see real people making real money in the market. I love this, right? This is the campaign that's showing you here. This young lady was able to make $435 in a day. That's why that's highlighted right there. That's very, very powerful. So this is the results of people who are utilizing this platform. Here's another one. All right, a $1,384. How long? In a day's time frame. This is what you have access to. This is a part of the winning community. This is a part of the support team. This is people right here that decided to go from just watching as guests to say, listen, I need access to the tool. Well, what tool are you talking about that's allowing people to make $1,100 in a day? Well, let me show you the tool that I'm excited about. This particular software right here is a software, the AI software that's allowing many of us to get paid inside the market. And let me tell you what I love about this software, right? This is showing you a trade that was put in. I thought the date would pop up here, but this trade was put in last week, and I marked up the chart for this particular trade, and all I had to do was focus on what was all blue or all red. How many of you could follow along with me if you never traded before in the market? Let me highlight this and bring it in closer so that we can see it, right? How many of you believe that you will be able to do this? I'm going to show this to you. I'm going to remove this panel here so you guys can see even clearer. I'm going to take this brand banner off so you can see the full screen here. And I want you to think about this, right? Right? We know the end goal, whether it's 13,000 that you'll make, whether it's 15,000, no matter what the number is, there's no guarantee. No two people are going to make the same exact amount of money. There's variables that's going to determine it, and a lot of them have to do with you. What I can tell you is that the AI tool is working. I'm going to prove to you that it is working right here. So what this is showing you here is that even if you had no prior experience in trading, right? In our community, we show you how you can use the AI tool. The software is telling you what to do. Now you just have to learn how to identify it. This is showing us that we're trading US 30. This is the top 30 stocks in America, right? The top 30 stocks in America. And we're trading it inside of the Forex market on an app called MetaTrader 4. Now, this software telling us right here that this blue arrow is saying, hey, we're expecting some upward momentum. You see this blue arrow? I'm going to move my vertical line so you guys can see. This blue arrow was the indicator to get in the market. But before we just jumped in the market, we also had to make sure everything else was blue. You guys type the word blue in the chat if you're following along. Just type the word blue in if you're following along right now. Everything else had to be blue. It wasn't enough just to see a blue arrow. Everything else had to be blue, right? It's simple, right? It's super simple. Everything else had to be blue. So type the word blue in the chat. Type the word blue in the chat if you guys are seeing exactly what I'm saying. Okay, so it's not enough just for the arrow to be blue. Everything has to be blue. Well, what do you mean everything has to be blue, Dr. China? Well, this arrow has to be blue. This, what we call candlestick, the little thingy right here, has to be blue. This wave that we called, in this case, the wolf wave, has to be blue with the little line going through. We call it a wolf wave. If I were you, I would be taking down notes because this is your money. This wolf wave has to be blue. This rush wave has to be blue. But not only that, right here, this box, right? This box on our power cord has to be blue. But remember, I use this vertical line to line everything up to assure that everything was blue. We had to be in the blue momentum at the top here with the RSI. Don't worry about the terms that I'm using in vernacular. You'll learn all those details as you join, right? All of these time frames have to be blue. And if everything is blue, then guess what? I don't have to figure anything out. I can go in the market and I could buy in the market and I could say, you know what? I'm going to get out if I see red. If you see red, where, Dr. China? Anywhere. The first time I saw red when I entered the market here was right here. What do you think I did? I got out. I got out. I saw red here and I removed myself from the market. Why? Because the AI tool told me that there could be some resistance here and the market could be reversing here. I didn't second guess it. I didn't question it. I saw all blue. I got in. I saw any red. I got out. Is that simple? See, the goal is for us to simplify generating wealth. The goal is for us to simplify generating wealth. And so if you would have caught this move, this would have been a potential 3,000 pips for you. 3,000 pips for you, whether that had been $300, $3,000 for some people with a smaller lot size, $30, 3,000 pips inside the market because we're trading US 30 and it's points versus pips, a whole nother conversation. But just know, somebody says, show me that this is the money. So when you see people trading in the market and you see those different amounts that they're making and you see the currency pairs that they're trading, it's because they have access to software that's giving them extreme accuracy. All you have to do is learn how to use the software, just like you've learned how to use Facebook, just like you've learned how to use Instagram, just like you've learned how to use your banking app, right? Just like you've learned how to use the most popular apps on your phone. When you learn how to use the software, and the software is indicators and tools that allow you to make money, you generate wealth and you grow your money. And that's what we do inside of this community. I'm so excited. We have several different software that we offer. We have a full suite, a full academy teaching you everything that you need to know about what it is that we offer. Everything that you need to know about what we offer is provided right here inside of this academy. And what I love about it is that it's putting you in a position to absolutely win. When you have access to the state-of-the-art back office that we provide to you, we're giving you access to several different resources as well as go live educators. So even as you are learning, you have access to educators in real time saying, hey, this is the opportunities that we see inside of the market in multiple different academies. Right. And so I'm really excited because we put you in a position to win with us. Listen, you can go from knowing absolutely nothing about the financial markets to joining us and literally having a life-changing results. Now, for some of you right now that are watching, you saying this is a gold mine. Okay. This is so exciting. I can't imagine keeping this to myself. What happens if I decide to, on my journey, not just develop and win with these tools, but what if I decided to turn this into a franchise? Well, I encourage you to, guys. What we decided to do was wrap a franchise around our AI technology. Everybody's talking about AI, AI, AI. Sure, you can be a customer to use the AI technology, but if you're a boss in the room, just drop B's in the chat. If you're saying in this season, I need to make as much money as possible, drop B's in the chat. Because if you remember the beginning of this conversation, it was two things that I told you needed to do to generate wealth. Two, not one. Two, what was the two things that you needed to do to generate wealth to get to the right side of money? This is very important that you write this down. No matter what your decision is tonight, it's very important that you walk away from this conversation understanding this. One of the things that I had to learn in 2008 and 2009 when I made my first $1 million in the midst of a recession is this. In the midst of crisis, opportunities present itself. Number two, I pivoted from a career that I was drowning into something that I never thought I would be doing. But my mind had to be open to changing my environment. I got out of relationship with people who had my problems, and I got into relationships with people who had my answers. And when I did, the greatest thing that I did in that time was be coachable. Why? Because I was in a whole new world. I knew about beauty. I even knew about marketing and branding, but I did not know about the industry that I was going into. I decided to be a student. I decided to be coachable, and it led me to $1 million. I went from being completely broke, not even having the money to invest, to sacrificing. Somebody say, listen, if you're going to be successful, sacrifice is a must. If you're going to gain significant success, you must have some type of a sacrifice. That sacrifice, with my back being against the wall, catapulted me into doing what was necessary to make sure I got the job done. And so I'm going to tell you right now, what you're going to have to do is start a business and start investing if you want to have quantum leaps while everybody else is asleep. A lot of people are going to be sleeping during the summer. They're going to be vacationing during the summer, those that can. Some of them are going to be concerned during the summer, hoping that the government bail them out, when the truth is the government is probably going to need a bailout themselves. The ones that are going to be able to scale during this time are the ones who get in the driver's seat and make bold decisions and get in the right rooms, have access to the right relationships so that they can leverage the right resources so that they can gain the right results. And what that's going to look like if you decide to wrap a franchise around this AI technology, just like I've done, just like many people have done inside of the room, is now you go from just being a customer, leveraging the AI software, to now becoming a business owner. Oh, that's very attractive now. Now, when people are talking about AI and looking for solutions, remember, you got an answer now to a world-class problem. When people are looking for ways that they can make more money, you got an answer to a world-class problem. So no matter what your financial situation is right now, if you know you need to make more money, this is not the time to leave money on the table. And I want to show you another way that we make money so that you don't leave money on the table. When you share this opportunity with a few people, the company now goes to start paying you. Right? You go from paying the company to access the software. Obviously, you have to pay the company to access its software, proprietary software, proprietary AI technology, right? To now the company starts to pay you. Why? Because now you're a part of our overall vision and mission of reaching 1 million families. You're a part of something that's bigger than you. Now you're going into the direction and joining us in impacting nations and generations around the world. And when you do that and you share this with 3 people, one of the ways that we get paid, you now are earning $150 extra a month. You could use that money to put into your trade account to continue to compound or do whatever you want to do with it, right? When that 3 people grows to 12, now 12 people directly or indirectly joins your business. One of the ways that we get paid gives you an additional $600, right? An additional $600 amongst all the other ways that we get paid, amongst being able to make money inside the financial markets, right? With some of the other AI software that we have, like making money with e-commerce, right? With some of the other AI software that we have, making money on social media, right? Being able to save money and travel. Those are some of the products that we offer you. Now, guess what's happening? You are absolutely earning a residual income. When that 12 grows to 30, you're now making $1,000 a month in residual income, additional money. One of the ways that we get paid. When that 30 grows to 75 people, well, how would it grow to 75 people? Listen, let me tell you something. When you have access to this AI software and you're on your phone and you're on a lunch date, you're at work, you're doing whatever you're doing, whatever life you're doing. And now an opportunity presents itself and you all of a sudden start typing on your phone and then you get excited because you made $50. Wasn't even a lot of money, but you got excited because you turned a penny into $50. You turned 10 cents into $50. Guess what happens? Somebody want to know what you're doing. When you shared it with them, guess what? Cha-ching, you just got paid. You got paid twice. You got paid on your phone and your excitement just got you paid again. Why? Because that person wants to know, what are you doing? And guess what you say? Let me invite you to a private community so you can see what I saw. And when they say yes, because you invited them in, the company pays you. When that 75 grows to 225, cha-ching, you're now making $5,000. You just replaced an income of somebody who's making $60,000 a year. When that 225 grows to 500, congratulations. You just hit a 6-figure income. You're making $10,000 a month in residual income. If you want to generate wealth, start a business and start investing. And if you want to generate wealth in this economy, start a business with very low overhead. So how much does something like this cost you, right? You get to choose your weapons of AI technology that we're using. We also have travel. Did I mention travel, right? Celebrate. You want to travel to celebrate, right? When you are part of our All Impact, I'll show it to you in just a second. Or you select our Empower Pack, I'll show it to you in a second. Or you select just our travel pack. It's going to allow you to win a vacation once a year. Not only do you get up to 60% off of all of our travel experiences like rental cars and hotels and cruises and yachts and all of those wonderful things. At the end of that 12-month cycle, you win a vacation for you and a significant other to places like, year one, you get to go to Mexico or Ibiza. Year two, Miami, Paris, or Thailand. Year three, Costa Rica or Greece. Year four, Iceland or Amalfi Coast. Year five, Monte Carlo or United Kingdom. Year six, Australia or Croatia. Year seven, Dubai. Year eight, African safari. Year nine, Bora Bora or Maldives. And year 10, you get to choose a destination of your choice. This is a lifestyle. You get to develop a new skill, become more valuable to your community and to your family, and you get to live the lifestyle that you deserve to live. Listen, who doesn't want to go to Ibiza for free? Who doesn't want to go to Thailand for free? Who doesn't want to go to Greece for free? Who doesn't want to go to the Amalfi Coast for free? Who doesn't want to go to Monte Carlo for free? Listen, if you're all in, type all in right now, because when I saw this price, I said, there's no way. You telling me I get to learn about e-commerce, I get to learn about trading inside the financial markets. I get to learn how to leverage social media, all using AI technology. And for every single thing that this company offers, they're going to only charge me $499 one time and then $384 a month. That is exactly what I'm saying. If you go all in, you get every single thing that the company offers you. I don't know a business that you can start to have AI technology showing you how to trade inside the market. I showed you some people were making, and you saw for yourself, the people right here, $300 in a day is become the norm for people. Could you imagine that's the cost of your overhead to have access to all of this technology across multiple different industries? Look at the verticals that you have in a time where you want to be diverse, right? Now, for whatever reason, if that's out of the budget for you, then we do give you access to our Empower Pack, where you get to select two of the academies. Maybe you say, I want to trade and travel. I want to do TBX and TLX, right? Maybe you want to learn about cryptocurrencies and Web3 technology and the metaverse and, all of these different ways that you could really put your money and allow it to grow because of technology and its growth, right? The Empower Pack is $274 one time, $249 a month. And guess what? Every single pack that we offers you a scholarship. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. So you get to customize your experience here and say, I want to just do two. Maybe right now the position you're in, you say, I could start with two academies, right? I can start with two academies, identify which ones you want to focus on. FRX, which is teaching you all about the foreign exchange market. TBX, time-based trading. I told you about the Pocket Options app. My husband loves to go in and out of the market by a minute, by 2 minutes, 3 minutes. The trade is done. DCX, digital currency market, right? Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, blockchain technology, NFTs, all of those things, AI technology, all of that is in this category. Maybe you want to learn about stocks. All of this is going to put you in a winning position to leverage AI technology. You want to travel around the world with us with our TLX, our travel lifestyle experience, our e-commerce academy, learning how you can start your own Shopify store, right? Social media, leverage social media, all of these trillion-dollar industries, and then our Mindset Academy. So if you want to do the individual academies, you say, listen, sis, I cannot walk away not doing anything. I got to do something. But right now, the way me and my finances are set up, if that's where you are, you may be saying, bro, hey, listen, this is the position that I'm in right now. What I would say was most important is not how you start, but that you start today. Never walk away from the moment that you decide. Never walk away without making a decision and taking action. One of the things that I learned from Tony Robbins, he always said, at the moment that you decide, take action. Don't ever walk away from the moment of decision without taking action. It's the shortest way for you to procrastinate your success. So whatever you can do today is more important than how you do it or what you do. If you can go all in, go all in. One of the things that I can tell you is that when you do go all in, or when you do share this with someone that goes all in, guess what the company is going to do? They're going to pay you an additional $100. Every time someone says yes for all in, because you decided to not just be a customer of the business, but you decided to be a partner of the business, you're going to earn $100 on top of that 150, on top of that 300, on top of that $600. You're going to earn an extra $100. Tiara said, I'm all in, right? I'm all in. This Facebook user said, I'm all in. Brandy said, I'm all in. Cora said, I'm all in. Leslie, Crystal, all in. right? Because it's putting you in the best position to win. Now we do offer you a scholarship. If somebody's saying, listen, I can make the decision tonight to get started, but that monthly thing, I don't know yet because I don't know what my success is going to be. Well, it's okay. When you refer two people, we waive your monthly subscription. When you refer two people, we waive your monthly subscription so you can simply learn while you're earning, right? And so you don't have to worry about paying that monthly. So what that looks like for Empowered is you pay 274 one time, and guess what? The 249 is waived. You don't have to pay it. The next month is free. Okay. You don't have to bring in two people every single month. If those two people continue to be active paying customers, then guess what? Your monthly subscription will be waived. Listen, I want to encourage you to get back with the person that invited you to this presentation. I want you to let them know what you like most about what you heard. Listen, we want to invite you into our community so that you can absolutely start to trade with us. We're super duper excited about everything that's happening, everyone that's winning, and we know it's just the beginning. We're gonna have a really, really exciting summer. And we want to put you in a position to leverage AI technology to trade inside of the largest financial markets in the world. If you know that you're ready for this to be the absolute best year for you, this year, 2023, I want to encourage you to get back to the person, let them know what you like most about you, what you saw today on this call. But more importantly, just thank them. Thank them for what you saw, for what you heard. Thank them for putting you in a position to simply make a decision. And I can tell you right now, listen, the world is changing right before our eyes. Goldman Sachs is predicting that 300 million jobs are going to be replaced by AI technology. Don't be caught in those positions. You don't want to be in fear of AI technology. You want to find ways to leverage it. There's nothing that we can do to stop it. We can't even slow it down. The way I look at it is that it's like 19, I guess we already probably hit 2000. It's at 2000, and the internet is coming and it's coming fast. I probably wish that my mom would have invested into the internet and into the dot-com boom. But to be honest with you, most of our parents were afraid. They were afraid of how the world was changing. Had they known, what we know now, they probably would have invested in it. What will your story be? When everybody asks you many years to come, your great great grandkids, when they ask you about what you did, when the economy began to shift and the world began to change and AI technology came, what will your story be to them? Will it be that you were afraid and that you did nothing? Or will it be that you leveraged it and that's how you generated the wealth that allowed them to live on the land that they're living on? See, this is about legacy building for us. I have a vision for my life, for my family, that I will live 1,000 years. And most of the time when I say that to people, they automatically assume I'm talking about physically. I'm talking about making impact. I'm talking about impacting so much that generations to come will benefit off of the decisions that I make today, not out of fear, but out of faith of knowing that I'm more than a conqueror and that God has called us and chosen us for a time such as this, and that we get to open up the doors for masses of people, and that the decisions that we make today would impact generations to come, so that when I'm gone, long and gone, my legacy is still growing, my legacy is still building, and that my great, 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 great grandkids could look over at that mantle and said it's because of that woman right there by the grace of God and the decisions that she made that we're on this land that we're living on right now, that we're in this home that we're in right now is because of the decisions that she made. What will your legacy be? And what will your great great grandkids say about you? Hopefully, the decisions that you make today would empower them and impact them in a mighty way. Join us on this iconic journey as we help to change lives all around the world. We're leveraging AI technology. The results are exciting. Our phones are blowing up about people that are getting started every single day. And we want to help you to do the same thing. So simply get back to the person that invited you to the call tonight and just say thank you. Regardless of what you decide, say thank you. And if you have questions, listen, many of the leaders are standing by to answer your questions. But what I would recommend that you do is don't talk to people with your problems and assume that they're going to give you the answers that you need. Talk to someone who has your answers. Reach out to the person that invited you so that you can get the questions that you have answered the right way, so that we can help you to make one of the best financial decisions of your life. My name is Dr. China Bethley. I'm excited to be the first to welcome you into this Run One family. I'm excited to help you to get started because come June 1st, we're kicking off some exciting campaigns and we don't want you to miss it. So take action right now, get in position right now, and we will see you on the inside. God bless you guys, and bye for now.